Killer, it's been a couple of weeks since Swinton now. Have you had time to reflect on that game?
Yeah, we did a thorough review. There's some really positive signs in terms of our character. As I said to you on the day, we missed the start, which was unfortunate. But to only concede an interception in the second half and a penalty, which we probably brought on ourselves, with 11 men for the majority of that half, or at least half of that half. Shows we're going in the right direction, and on another day we possibly could have took the game out. I think if Connor stays on and it's 12 versus 12 and it was a 6-point ball game, we were in the ascendancy then. Obviously we took the attempt at goal when Connor went in the bin just to try and look at our shape, and Matty missed that one. And then obviously the game swung on the penalty and the intercept. So we weren't far away, and that's a positive side considering how bad we were in the first 20-25 minutes.
Fallout from that game is you've got Isaac Farrell on a ban this week.
Yeah, I think it's more to do with the fact of disputing the decision or how he reacted to that decision. Obviously the language that he used, which we know is unacceptable. Potentially could have been a yellow card and not a red, I think, reading in between the lines and the feedback we've got. So again, that's disappointing, because obviously it makes the game very difficult when you lose anyone, but particularly a halfback so early in the game.
Have you had any conversations with the referees or the RFL regarding any of those decisions, or is it just a case of just taking the disciplinaries on the chin?
Obviously I spoke to Paul Cullen regarding the Isaac's incidents. Connor and Matty, no case to answer for, and just some of the key decisions in the game. I've not chased the referees coach. It's something I rarely do. It would be nice if sometimes they pick up the phone to you and explain some of the things, especially in a game like that. But I just feel that we need to be better as a game and resource the whole referees department better, particularly at League One and Championship level. So standards can raise. So and that's the whole game thing. And obviously there's been lots of press around Super League and a couple of key decisions in Super League the last couple of weeks. But and obviously when you come down the chain a little bit, Championship and League One, they're not as well resourced. There's no video ref, and they have to make decisions live, and we get that. So as much resources and coaching we can help it improve the referees, and then the better. It's difficult at times to accept decisions and things like that. We know people make mistakes, but there's coaches and players with livelihoods on the line sometimes, and decisions can impact those things. So yeah, it's frustrating at times, but Swinton won the game, or we lost the game. It wasn't due to decisions on the day.
You've named your 21-man squad this week for Dewsbury, and there's one name missing. It's Billy Walkley. Just give us an overview of what's going on there with Billy. He's obviously signed a multi-year deal with Sheffield Eagles, and he leaves with the club's best wishes.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, getting to that time of year now where players and agents are wondering if we're going to retain players. We're looking at players outside of this group as well who can come in and improve what we have, and we're looking to retain our better players as well. And Billy and his agent came to us, and we just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I hadn't seen enough of him, and how we want to play might not suit Billy. That's why he's been a little bit in and out of the team. And Sheffield came with an offer for next season, and there was an option there to accelerate for Billy to go. So I think Keithley's been really good for Billy. He's becoming international while he's at the club, and he's gone on and got a championship deal with Sheffield. So we wish him all the best.
So it's good that the club can be a stepping stone for someone like Billy, who's come out of a Super League reserve system at Salford and not really known what his next move was, but Keithley's allowed him to be that stepping stone into Championship.
Yeah, definitely. We will be a pathways club unless we're in Super League, but we want to be one of those top Championship clubs, whether that's in a merge or that's in an outright Championship. We obviously don't want to lose our players or our better players to Championship clubs, and we want to be up there. But at the minute, we're in League One, and Championship opportunity comes knocking, and agents and players see that and want to secure and play at the best level they can play at, and we understand that. but we've got plenty of good outside backs in our stocks to see out the end of the season, and we're looking at retaining those guys and obviously bringing in some people to improve competition around them as well.
Some players obviously named in the 21 this week as well that have played for Dewsbury in the time. You've got Jordan Schofield, Gabe's in there as well.
Yeah, a couple more. I think Brownie's been there, Matty's been there, obviously Jack, and a few others. So I think we've got 6, and then Mitch on the staff. But it goes both ways. Obviously Marchie, a bit of a Keighley legend back in the day, and he's played for the club as well. So it just adds to the intensity, I suppose, of the game. I think Dewsbury bullied Keighley last time out. Obviously it was a little bit of a costly game. Obviously lost Adam Ryder as another one. He used to play at Dewsbury that day. Leo, Bowsy got knocked out, and Hatto with a first knee injury. So I think they finished the game with 12, if I'm right, and showed a bit of character again, pushing back. But we're a different beast now, definitely a different animal than we were on that game, and we need to show that this week. Dewsbury a big set. They don't go away. The route one, they play through the front door, and then they've got a little bit of class on the back of that, and some speed in the outside backs. I think McShane's have done really well. First year out of amateur there, and they've added to them a dimension to their attack. So we know the threat, we know what's coming, but we're confident that our best beats their best, and hopefully we will be at our best this week. I've really put it on the lads this week. It's about a full 80 minutes. We've got to get our house in order, if you like, and come with that performance. You can't just be 20 points to 6 at half time, or winning the second half with 12, 11 men. We've got to put it together for the full 80, and there's been a big focus on that. A lot of detail into them in the week, and we've trained really well, so it's about converting that now and transitioning it now, and if we do that, I'm confident we can pick up the 2 points.
There was over 1,800 people here last time. The atmosphere was bouncing, wasn't it? And 3 home games left. We really need the fans behind us. 1 for the IMG stakes, but obviously 2 to get behind the boys and get them over the line like they did last time.
Yeah, it was outstanding, and even when we went down with the drop goal, we had a minute to go. The crowd got right behind us, and like I said to you last time, I just thought it was just a bit built that connection up again. With Matty kicking that goal off the touchline. So yeah, let's get behind the boys, because it doesn't go unnoticed. Let's get a big crowd down here on Sunday. It's been such a strange season, and you're missing weeks here and weeks there. And I think the fans have been hit as hard as the players and coaches at times. We twiddling thumbs on weekends and wondering what to do. So let's get excited. It's a home game on the weekend. 2 decent sides. It'll be a real battle, and something to look forward to.
Thank you very much.